Hi, Humanities 1301 Online. This is Professor Pope. I am making you this short video to kind of tour you through some of the changes I made to your Blackboard course site. I have updated a few things, added some resources for you, and added a way for you to submit all of your assignments to Blackboard, so I have a way to keep track of them for you. I want to make sure that you get credit for everything that you have done so far this semester. I have not really changed any of the assignments going forward. I have shifted due dates to make up for the extended spring break that people have been put on. So there are extended due dates. I'll show you where those are later. I have eliminated one of the assignments. The day in the life assignment has been turned into an essay question as part of test 3. So I got rid of a little bit of something and massaged the numbers around. It's still a 1,000-point class. Um, Again, we still have open book tests, and then your final exam, instead of being what you had posted, I've changed to the departmental exam that you would have needed to take anyway. It just wasn't posted yet. So I sort of eliminated a few things, sort of simplified things to make it a little bit easier in the transition. So I'm making this short video to sort of show you some of the changes and resources that I've added for you. This first screen here is the announcement screen. I sent a couple of announcements out over the last few days. I do make sure that I email all of those announcements, so please check your email. They'll also be listed here on this page. This is my email from Friday, and then I have an email from today, and I did post a new test for you. Am I ready for distance learning? And we'll talk about that in just a minute. Your Humanities 1301 distance learning class. Again, this is the announcements page. My welcome start here is where I put the Am I Ready for Distance Education quiz. It's just a little way to help me find out what your learning style is, what your access to computers are, how you expect feedback, and sort of gets both you and me ready for distance education. I realize you're about halfway through the semester on this, but it's something I give my students so I kind of know what guidance they need. This is information about me. I am Carrie Pope. This is my email address and my phone number. Please feel free to text me. If you call, please leave a message and I will call you back. Right now, everybody is virtual office hours. That's actually a picture of me. I included throughout my site sometimes these little icons. This little guy is asking you to read something. This is homework. This is videos that you can watch. This is for Google Sites. I don't use that as much in this class at all, but I use it in my other classes. This is about Adobe PDF, and this is a help link for help for you. Again, these are just icons that are scattered throughout my course. I have a tech check for you. Again, it's just, this is a PDF reader if you don't have it. This is Google Chrome if you don't have it. Just ask you, this is a click to Microsoft Word for a free Microsoft 360 through ACC, and this is a link to Google Docs. So you should be able to have all the things available to do your assignments. This is an ACC resources. They're for online learning, but they're for all students. BrainFuse, Blackboard help, free library questions, tutoring, academic coaching. You can see the magic there. Academic coaching, and then this is a glossary of just all the humanities terms in your Fiero book, and it's alphabetical. So those are just a couple of the resources that I put together for you, and that's all under Welcome Start Here. The syllabus calendar, like I said, I've left your syllabus as is. The point structure has changed a little bit, and I will discuss that with you in just a second. This right here is your new due date calendar. These are the things that you should have completed, and these are the things that are still due. Your research essay assignment has been shifted out a week. It's now due on Sunday, April 5th. Open book test 3 is been shifted out as well. It's a multiple choice and short essay. It will be completed on Blackboard. It is untimed and open book. It will be due April 12th. The open book test 4 is the same format, multiple choice and short essay completed on Blackboard, untimed open book due May 10th. And then the final exam, which is our departmental short essay exam, is timed. It's 1 hour and it's due on 5/15, on May 15th, right before the end of the semester. You can also see my grades for due dates and grades, and I'll talk about that in just a second. Again, your syllabus has stayed the same. I have added course content right here. These are not assignments. This is just resources for you to use as you go through the Fiero book. These are my Fiero resources. Right now, you should probably be around Module 3. I've got lecture files for you, world religions, symbols, Middle Ages, Hell is Other People, Cathedrals, Islam, and video clips with captions. I'm not quite sure where you were in your learning, but this is where my module picks back up. Some of this may be repeated for you, but I assure you that by the end of the semester, we'll get through to the end of it. So I also have, let's go back to module 3. I also have some supplemental readings, videos and class work here. There's an Empire of Faith video. There's some Beowulf translations. Did the Middle Ages really exist? Some torture readings. Some of these are from assignments in my other classes. They're just things for you to look at. They enrich and expand on the information in the Fierro text. So feel free to look at them if you want, or feel free to just stay in with your textbook if that's what you're comfortable doing. I also have a link to Open Book Test 3. So that is also still under your Open Book Tests link here. So we'll look at that in just a minute. But this course content is just extra resources for you that sort of expand on and summarize and dig into the Fierro material. So if you're having trouble getting through the Fierro book, please feel free to look at these lectures. They sort of summarize it for you. I'll give you an example. So an introduction to world religions in chapter 8. Right here, so Greco-Roman Christianity, Near Eastern influences. They've got videos in them. The rise of Buddhism. Again, some of this may be repeated for you. I'm not quite sure where you were in your in the book. So what would Jesus do versus what would Buddha do? Again, they just summarize the chapters for you and allow you to kind of like see it visually and not just on the page. So there's a lot of videos worked in here and a lot of other information. Again, these are just resources. They are not assignments. And I have those going all through to module 4. So again, it's all supplemental materials. They're not assignments. I haven't changed your assignments. If you go to assignments, you will see that I have all of your directions put in a folder, but I've also given you submission portals for all of the assignments that you've already had this semester. The syllabus quiz, the what are the humanities, Mesopotamia video, Greek architecture. All of these you should have previously turned in probably via email. I would appreciate it greatly if you guys could submit them here. So I can keep track of all of your grades in Blackboard and try to sort through it. I have over 200 students now, and email is just not going to work very well if you're turning in things from the entire semester. So if you could go to your assignments and please resubmit all of these assignments here, I would appreciate it. Your essay assignment, your research essay assignment is right here. I've put all the handouts in the assignment together, and it is now due April 5th. I have shifted that due date for you. To access any of these, to turn them in, if you haven't used Blackboard before, you just click on the title. Again, this is when it was due. It's worth 50 points. You can browse your computer to add a file, or you can write the submission in the box. You should all have files, hopefully, that you can just put on here. So that is, yes, and I left it blank. Oh no, it was blank. Cancel. So if you could do that for the 4 assignments and the 2 tests, and we'll get to that in a minute, that you had submitted via email early in this semester, I would greatly appreciate them. I will get them graded as soon as possible. Again, you turn in your research assignment much the same way. You can click on it. It's due April 5th. April 5th, points possible, all of the things in here, and then you can browse your computer and add your document. Going to open book tests. I have created a submission portal for both Open Book Test 1 and Open Book Test 2. So please resubmit those if you've not already. Some of you have emailed me a few things. If you could also resubmit it here just to make sure nothing gets lost. I want to make sure you guys get credit for all of the work that you've already done. These are the new tests. This is Open Book Test 3 and Open Book Test 4. They are available now. You can open them anytime you want. They are untimed and there are multiple attempts in case you submit it by accident. In test 3, I have turned your day in the life assignment into a research question. You're going to chronicle what a day in the life of a person living during the Middle Ages might be like. You can write it in first person in the form of a letter, diary, or journal entry. Use your text or outside research. Again, you can research this and open this and go back and forth and back and forth. Do not click submit until you are done. Just click save all answers. And then the rest are just multiple choice questions from the chapters. So. Yes, I have saved all my answers, so I can leave that. So this is your open book test. If you, again, resubmit 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4 will be taken directly through Blackboard. Your final exam is departmental final exam. It is timed, so please do not begin it unless you plan on completing it. It's going to ask you to describe and discuss 2 items of cultural significance that you have learned about during the semester. Where do we go here? My grades. So I have loaded all of those submissions in here. I have the points. The course is still worth 1,000 points. If you're wondering about what's coming up, we've got Open Book Test 3 coming up March 15th. You've got Open Book Test 4. Oh, that's already correct. So sorry, that's when I created it. You've got Open Book Test 3 coming up April 12th, Open Book Test 4 coming up May 10th, and the final essay assessment coming up May 15th, and then your research essay assignment due April 5th. So these are your upcoming assignments here. And then these are my grades from clicking on your thing. So I have added 50 points to your research essay assignment and a few points to some of your older assignments just to give you proper credit to fill you out with 1,000 points. So you can view all of your grades here and your due dates here under My Grades. Once everything gets submitted and I get a chance to grade it, which I will hopefully be doing over spring break, again, once you turn some stuff in, I'll try to get it graded as soon as possible and get your grades posted. Again, you can email me or the class through the email button here. Faculty evaluations haven't started yet, but once they do, this is the directions for you to evaluate your faculty. This is another link to that glossary that I told you about. It's also under Help Me. Again, I made quite a few changes just in adding references and resources for you guys and a little bit of functionality so I can work on getting some work graded for you. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out to me. My name, my phone number, it's all right here. Please text me or email me. I'm really quick to respond. And I hope that we can get back online and finish the semester strong. So I hope that you are enjoying your spring break. Again, I didn't want to let this go too far before you logged on and went, where is everything? I don't know where it is. So again, if you need any help, please feel free to email me, reach out by email or phone, and please try to submit those assignments as soon as possible if you can, so I can get them graded for you. Again, I have submission portals for the syllabus, what are the humanities, Mesopotamia video questions, and Greek architecture questions, and then your 2 open book tests, 1 and 2. If you guys could resubmit that through Blackboard, I would really appreciate it. It will help me get everything caught up and graded for you. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a wonderful spring break. Thank you. Bye.